Wow, what a beautiful reaction from XRP. It just hit $2, guys. That's actually crazy, right? During that flash crash, we were at $1.85. Now, 2. That's a beautiful reaction, guys. The bottom is most likely in, by the way. Okay? If we purely look at the Riddlers, let's talk about it. It gets quite interesting. Hello everyone, hope you guys are having an amazing day. XRP is around $1.98. Bitcoin still holding up its structure, 92.3K. That's what I would love to see. Okay, so again, if we hold around these around this price, okay, around these prices for XRP and Bitcoin, it's in, guys, and we're probably gonna make new all-time highs coming in the coming weeks. Okay, probably in the month of February. We'll see. Now, guys, there's from part of XRP in the XRP community. Now, this is called quite interesting. Bottoms in, go long. Guys, David Schwartz replied to this tweet here. David can't seem to post a tweet without the word quote unquote bottom. Exactly. Right? What's up? What's up? Not only with David Schwartz, Brad Garlinghouse is very active on Twitter as well, liking every XRP post, it seems like. Right? Why? I'm thinking they're super excited, guys. I think that they think, or they know, they 100% know that the next run is coming up quite soon. Okay, that next like higher. What do you see as bottom? David Schwartz replied with this gift, guys. Okay, bottom's in. If the bottom is in, it's only up we go from here. Now, it's not only that. Here comes Riddler, guys, okay? Another supposed insider in our community. The last time he posted was about the storm. We're still within the storm. Now, okay, so let's say the bottom is in, right? Interesting. You know what I realized? He hasn't posted since this last post, and it was about the storm. And now he's throwing comms about the actual bottom being in. Does that mean the heavy rain is now starting to slow down? We're seeing light rain. And then soon the sun will shine. Maybe we're about to exit the storm. Possibly. Why? He posted this picture right here, which is a little bit strange and very odd, isn't it? Okay. What could this mean? Number one, the numbers points to 1848481. Supposedly coming out to 184, which is 13, and then 481, which is again 13, but there's an 8 in the middle, right, which is infinity, right, the Ouroboros. But here we go. This is where it gets a little bit interesting. The low on last night's plunge, right, that flash crash, which we called, by the way, on Bitstamp, was 184. What are the odds of that? Now, this is where it gets a little bit creepy, because when we look at the wick here, okay, for XRP. Now, I'm going to tell you my plan coming up, guys, because I missed the bottom. If that was the bottom, I missed it, right, because I couldn't buy. But I'll tell you my plan here in just a sec. First things first, we have to investigate. There's an interesting connection with the Riddlers here. On Coinbase, guys, XRP literally went down to, this is what you call ridiculous, 185, right? The exact price of 185 right here. You guys can see that, right? 185. Look at that. Which is 8 plus 5 is 13. 113. That's ridiculous. But then on other exchanges, okay, let's go to Bitstamp here. As he mentioned, it went down to 184, right? Which right here, Riddler posted 184, which is 113. Or no, 13, guys, right? It's 13. 8 plus 4 is 12. Plus 1 is 13. We got double 13s on Coinbase and other exchanges. So they ritualized XRP, guys, by the way, right, during this flash crash. Whoever was long up here, we were warning, be careful, and it did come true, guys. And if that was the bottom, so what do we do now? Well, here's what I think. This is a wick. Okay, the Riddlers are saying this could be the bottom. You know, that's so interesting because I actually did point to this exact scenario previously, and people thought we were going crazy. with our comms or our decoding. Watch this. Absolute bottom. Okay, so check this out. Let me say something else, okay? One more thing. David Schwartz called the exact absolute bottom here at $1.77, okay? 1776, by the way. Look at that, right? But in this box, he posted so many comms about green lights everywhere, parties, and things of that nature. Okay, it was at this box. The next time he tweets out something cryptic is when we should listen. We should probably listen to it, and he just did. And this comm, by the way, was about going short first, then long. Okay, January 16th. And this is the decode we had for it. Watch this. I'm gonna go crazy. Guys. What he mentioned short first. Okay. For this to happen, he confirmed our previous video yesterday, by the way. We mentioned that XRP will come down to this previous structure. He, on this tweet here, he says short first. Okay, if short is first and it comes back down to these levels, which we know the bottom will be in because of the retracement levels, right, and the previous structure. If the bottom is in there, well, the absolute bottom is in, right? The second bottom has already been in, and this is that level, right? He called this level the absolute bottom. David Schwartz called this when he posted all green candles, lights, and then he's now posting the third bottom, 1, 2, 3, right? Then probably this we go. And what happened, guys? So what happened? Right? 1, 2, 3 did indeed come true. The first bottom, the absolute bottom, the second one, which he called, and the third one right here. Okay? So I'm not saying anything, but if the actual absolute bottom is in, what's my game plan now? Right? Because I couldn't buy the absolute bottom. So my game plan here is, usually I know this to be truthful. Wix on XRP gets filled. Majority of the times, not always. It's not 100% guaranteed. So what I'm hoping here is I'm truly hoping they wait a little bit, right? They wait a little bit and go for this wick fill. It may not be 100%. It could be a little bit less, guys, right? It could be anywhere in these regions here. If it somehow comes back down there, right, in the coming days or like towards the later end of this week, I'm gonna buy some XRP, right, and possibly long as well. And then the wick is filled, and then we just moon from there, right? That's my game plan here, and I hope that comes true. But I hope they wait a little bit, right? Because we're getting crazy comms from the Riddlers, guys, that the bottom is in, and we predicted this exact scenario if it's happening, right? The exact scenario, and we said it's gonna moonshot from here. So I'm hoping they fill the wick, guys, coming soon, not right now, right? And the crazy part is they couldn't even wait, right, for them to flash crash it. And this, by the way, seems to be the bottom of a glass. Okay, right here. So he asked Grok, well, it says that the image specifically shows the bottom of a glass bottle, likely viewed from the top inside with some dirt or residue visible. You guys see that? The bottom of a glass bottle. If it's the bottom of the glass, you know, that comes with XRP, the bottom, right, probably has been reached. I hope that's the case, but I do hope they fill this wick. And coming up, guys, we moonshot. Okay, looking at Bitcoin chart here, it's wonderfully holding this level, right? We just need to wait some time for this week, I think. Okay, and probably we're gonna moonshot from then on. Just my 2 cents, and I hope it does come true. But wait, it could mean something much greater, because remember, this tweet shows 184, right? Which is 13, okay? Baba Cucks connected the number 184 once before as well. XRP will be 3 to 4 digits, a lot sooner than you all realize. It really will be a moment when everyone in the crypto space goes, quote, how can this be, end quote. All it will take is this one announcement. One drop will become a monsoon. 184. You guys see that? One announcement should change our lives. What could it be? Swift? Right? I've been hearing people talk about market cap this and market cap that. It'll be the greater than the US stock market, right? If XRP were to go to 4 digits or whatever, guys, they don't realize that we're not targeting stocks, right? We're targeting all the money, right? It's not impossible for it to go to hundreds of trillions in market cap or even quadrillions. It'll have its own special realm. I'm telling you, don't listen though, because we don't know. And we certainly didn't call this move of this quote-unquote flash crashing. We obviously did. The CEO of Ripple liked it. Brad Garlinghouse is crazy active on Twitter. He's been liking a lot of tweets from the XRP community. Are you worried about this XRP dip? Yes or no? Brad Garlinghouse liked this tweet. He's not worried. And he did the second time here. Okay? Watch this. When you become an XRP millionaire, Brad Garlinghouse liked this tweet. Don't forget to give back. Support those in need in your family, your neighbors, and those struggling on the streets. If God blesses you with abundance, let it flow through you to bless others. Just my thoughts. Wow. And Brad Garlinghouse liked this tweet. When you become an XRP millionaire specifically, you know what time it is, guys. A lot of you guys probably hold a lot of XRP, right? I don't, because everything that has happened last year, guys. But this next run, when it happens, because it's about to happen, if the bottom is in, guys, this is what's going to appear. Okay, I know a bunch of you will become millionaires, right? So don't be greedy when you guys do. Okay, don't be greedy. You know, spread the wealth around, even a little bit, guys. Right, to your own communities, to the small shops, right, around town. You don't have to do a lot, guys, but again, support those in need, right? Brad Garlinghouse liked this tweet. He probably means we're about to become some XRP millionaires, right? And then he liked this other tweet. If you have more money in XRP than your bank account, you are a genius. He liked that tweet supposedly. Interesting stuff, guys. So he's crazy bullish on XRP, huh? I would be too. Not financial advice. Get ready. Something big is coming. I hope they wait a little bit longer, please. Not financial advice. But anyways, that's Sophie's Mesias. See ya.